Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. The past few days have been nothing short of a roller coaster in the world of Korean entertainment. We've got everything from celebratory contract renewals to eyebrow-raising controversies, and we're here to break it all down. Before we dive in, don't forget to like and subscribe for more update videos. Let's kick things off on a high note. The air was buzzing with good news, as KQ Entertainment officially announced on July 10th that all 8 members of the globally beloved boy group ATEEZ have successfully renewed their contracts. This means Hongjoong, Seonghwa, Yunho, Yosang, San, Mingi, Wooyoung, and Jongho are sticking together for another 7 years. In their statement, the agency expressed their delight, saying, "After in-depth discussions with the members of ATEEZ, all 8 members Hongjoong, Seonghwa, Yunho, Yosang, San, Mingi, Wooyoung, and Jongho have successfully renewed their contracts for another 7 years. We are pleased to continue our relationship based on the trust we've built over the past 7 years." They went on to reassure fans, promising to continue to give our full support so that each member can fully showcase their limitless talents and advance onto even bigger and broader stages, which certainly amplifies anticipation for the group's future endeavors. ATEEZ has truly defied expectations, rising from a smaller company with only 2 groups, including themselves and Seekers, to become a powerhouse in the industry. Their infectious hits like Bounce,
Slow it down, make it bounce. 지금부터 fly. 좀 더 spicy.
and Crazy Form,
We gon' rock. Now you need to forget that drum. 많이 going. 흔들어 party party 왔다 갔다 say like it.
alongside their legendary Wonderland performance on Kingdom, have propelled them to viral fame. Their appearance at Coachella in 2024 further cemented their global presence, drawing in a massive wave of new admirers. Here's to wishing them continued success on their exciting journey ahead. Speaking of ATEEZ, a recent topic of discussion among fans has been member Wooyoung and his comments regarding his weight. Wooyoung had previously shared his journey of losing a significant amount of weight, reportedly going from 73 kg to 59 kg. He then mentioned feeling he had lost too much and aimed to regain some, reaching 66 kg before ultimately deciding to aim for a leaner look again, arriving at his current weight of 58 kg. For context, he stands at 173 centimeters tall. While fans expressed initial concern, recent discussions reignited after a video circulated showing Wooyoung waving at fans at an ATEEZ concert. While undeniably stylish, the video's comment section quickly filled with worried netizens, both dedicated fans and casual observers. Some even noted that they found him difficult to recognize, expressing hopes for his continued health. Comments reflected this sentiment, with one user writing, "He said on a show he lost weight on purpose, but this is getting out of hand." Another shared, "Am I the only one who thinks Wooyoung has lost too much weight? Has looking very thin. Please stay safe and healthy." A further comment read, "I'm not an ATEEZ, but is he okay? Last time I saw him, he looked much healthier." It's always worth remembering that a person's health can't be solely determined by weight or appearance. Yet the collective concern for his well-being remains palpable. Shifting gears, it seems HYBE has been navigating a particularly turbulent week, facing a string of controversies. Let's tackle a big one: Accusations of Payola. The buzz began when it was announced that several HYBE artists had been invited to become members of the Recording Academy. On July 9th, the Recording Academy revealed its list of 600 invited artists, and among them were a notable number of HYBE stars, including TXT's Yeonjun, ENHYPEN's Youngwon, 17's Woozy and Vernon, LE SSERAFIM's Yeonjin, and Katseye. Zico, along with HYBE producers Slow Rabbit and Supreme Boy, were also part of this esteemed list. This quickly led to speculation and accusations from some netizens, who claimed HYBE was engaging in payola to secure these invitations for their artists. For those unfamiliar, the Recording Academy is a professional organization comprised of musicians, producers, songwriters, and other music professionals. It's renowned for its dedication to recognizing, celebrating, and advocating for the music community, and of course, for hosting the prestigious Grammy Awards. The organization champions musicians' rights and offers support through its charity, MusiCares, which provides assistance to musicians in financial or health-related needs. Crucially, the Academy serves as the voting committee for the Grammys, with a 2-round voting process that follows an initial screening of submissions. Accusations of HYBE utilizing payola were prominent, with comments like, "HYBE and HYBE group stans will look you in the eye and say that there is no such thing as HYBE payola. Y'all are even more embarrassing than that pathetic company." Another comment, referencing the inclusion of Katseye, read, "Mind you, this is their first year in the music industry, and y'all want to convince me they're organic and that HYBE/Scooter Braun isn't pulling strings for them?" Pointing out that it took BTS 6 years to receive a similar invitation. A third comment stated, "HYBE company stans will look you dead in the eyes and ask, what payola?" However, a wave of defenders quickly came to the artist's aid. Comments included, "Okay, I get why people are saying HYBE Payola, but Vernon and Woozy being chosen actually makes so much sense. Both are professional music producers. Vernon with 100+ writing credits, and Woozy with over 200, both being full-time COMK members." Another defense noted, "I don't know, but I think you should tell your faves to apply. BTS is part of the Recording Academy, so don't doubt if HYBE will let their artists apply to become part of the Academy. Maybe it's the other company's fault for not letting your faves apply and get the chance to be part," emphasizing that any artist can apply. It's also worth highlighting that many of the invited HYBE artists are indeed recognized writers, composers, and producers. Adding to HYBE's eventful week, girl group Katseye has once again found themselves at the center of a discussion regarding choreography deemed potentially inappropriate for their minor member ᴄʀᴇᴅɪᴛꜱ, who is currently 17 years old. Katseye recently unveiled a performance video for their new song Gabriella, and while the members delivered a stunning performance, certain sections of the choreography raised concerns among viewers. The particular movements during the bridge of the song, where ᴄʀᴇᴅɪᴛꜱ was seen performing choreography on the floor, where she was doing rocking movements on the floor around Daniela, were what sparked the most significant backlash. A viral post, though later removed, suggested the choreography was not suitable for a 17-year-old, with some extending this concern to all members under 20. Despite the removal of that specific tweet, many other fans echoed similar sentiments about this section of the choreography and its perceived unsuitability for ᴄʀᴅɪᴛꜱ. Comments reflecting this disapproval included, "The choreo during the bridge for ᴄʀᴅɪᴛꜱ is disgusting, I don't care. This is trifling for this company to make a minor do." The choreo had been described as sexy and grown by the other members as well. This is not it. Another read, "The Gabriella floor choreo is beyond inappropriate for ᴄʀᴅɪᴛꜱ, I'm sorry. It made me uncomfortable to watch." Alongside one that stated, "Everyone ate, but I just wish they didn't sexualize ᴄʀᴅɪᴛꜱ. She's still a minor. Maybe I'm too woke, but elements of this dance and other stuff they've had her do is just not appropriate for a 17-year-old in my opinion." On the other hand, some netizens attempted to defend the choreography, suggesting ᴄʀᴅɪᴛꜱ might have performed it willingly. These comments included, "These people pissing and crying over ᴄʀᴅɪᴛꜱ crying would be horrified with my 17-year-old sister comparatively. 17-year-olds are 17, not 5. However, these defenses didn't seem to appease a large portion of viewers, who continued to argue that regardless of societal norms, underage artists should be protected from any form of potential sexualization until they reach legal age. It's also crucial to remember that in South Korea, the legal adult age is 19 in international age and 20 in Korean age, meaning ᴄʀᴅɪᴛꜱ will still be considered a minor under Korean law even when she turns 18. HYBE's busy week continued with another point of contention, this time concerning the lineup for their upcoming Latina boy group. Rumors of HYBE's plans to debut a new global boy group had been circulating for a while, and these were seemingly confirmed with the release of a trailer for a new survival show. However, instead of widespread celebration, the company faced further criticism. The initial point of contention was the group's proposed name, Santos Bravos, which many netizens found to be disappointingly stereotypical. The backlash intensified concerning the survival show's contestant lineup. While the contestants boasted diverse geographical backgrounds hailing from countries like Mexico, Colombia, Brazil, Venezuela, Argentina, Peru, Spain, and the US, many netizens expressed disappointment that the lineup predominantly featured lighter-skinned individuals rather than a broader representation of the diverse beauty of Latin America. Comments expressing this disappointment included, "At HYBE when deciding which black people can be in their groups. No way they're supposed to represent Latin American men, barely any diversity. And I'm trying so hard not to shit on them BCM Latina, but Ngel there are so many beautiful Latino men and they brought in ᴄʀᴇᴅɪᴛꜱ." Fans voiced a desire for greater diversity, and it appears they are not entirely content with the current selection. It remains to be seen how the survival show unfolds, and we wish all the contestants the best in their journey. Meanwhile, YG Entertainment seems to be under constant scrutiny, as fans are now leveling accusations of Photoshop use regarding Blackpink's recently released concept photos for their new single, Jump. After what felt like an eternity of anticipation, Blackpink is finally releasing new music, and fans are understandably ecstatic, eagerly awaiting the music video for a song that has already garnered significant attention from their recent concert performances. Yet, it was a particular group shot that drew some criticism, despite being the first official Blackpink promotional photo since their last comeback. Upon the release of the photos, the initial excitement was high, but the quality of a specific group image quickly became a talking point. Many felt the photo appeared awkward, and some directly accused YG Entertainment of using Photoshop, arguing that the perspective and positioning of the members didn't align with the background. Others simply expressed general disappointment with the perceived poor quality of the photo, speculating that YG might be facing financial constraints. Comments on this included, "Did YG go broke? Why does it look like a green screen?" And "The way Born Pink was still better than this basic Nugu teaser. After 3 years and the effort is not still here," along with, "Looking at Jennie's arms and Lisa's leg, this shit photoshopped ASF, they were not in the same room. What What are your thoughts on these visuals? Trigger warning. The following section contains discussions of sexual assault and related crimes. If these topics make you feel unsafe or triggered, we encourage you to stop watching and choose something else that feels safer for you right now. If you or someone you know has been affected, please seek support from trusted professionals or local services. You deserve safety and help. This video is intended to inform and report on the case with care and respect for those involved. The word assault or sexual assault will be used instead of the R word to avoid any flagging on YouTube. Last month, former NCT member Taeil made a public appearance in court for his assault case. The Seoul Central District Prosecutor's Office's Women and Children's Crime Investigation Division 1 formally charged Moon and 2 accomplices on February 28, 2025, with aggravated assault under the Act on the Punishment of Sexual Crimes. They were accused of sexually assaulting an intoxicated foreign woman in June 2024. Following the prosecution's allegations, Taeil and his 2 accomplices admitted their guilt to the charges of aggravated assault. The prosecution had initially sought a 7-year prison sentence for each of the individuals involved. The defense team, however, informed the court that Taeil and the victim had reached a settlement and requested leniency in his sentencing. On July 10th, the sentencing hearing took place, and Taeil was taken into custody after receiving a sentence of 3 years and 6 months in jail, which is half of the 7 years initially requested by the prosecution. The decision regarding his sentence left many netizens in disbelief, with expressions of outrage over what they perceived as a surprisingly lenient outcome for the nature of his crime. There was considerable public reaction to the perceived leniency of the court's sentencing, given the gravity of the offense. Comments on this widely circulated sentiment included 3 years and 6 months for gang assaulting a woman and permanently scarring her life. There is no justice for women, absolutely none. He should be tortured for his entire life, which still wouldn't compare to what he did to her. Ridiculous. Another comment articulated, Taeil's sentencing of 3.5 years is barely anything, and he will only do half of it, while the victim has to live with the trauma their whole life. The justice system is an absolute joke. Many netizens expressed the belief that the punishment should have been more severe, feeling that the outcome did not adequately serve justice for the victim. That wraps up today's comprehensive report on the latest happenings in the K-pop landscape. Please share your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.